We're at Enclave, and this is unit 1140. This is the side that faces the upper drive, I guess. And you can see how much moss we have back here. This is just loaded with moisture. In part, you must have some sweating going on with these pipes. Some of these are, I guess these are flues, Dave, for furnaces.
Yeah, I believe so. I do believe that is correct.
And you can see the staining coming down from this pipe here, the patina that's growing on it, the green patina, and then we have so much more moss down here as well. Up top above those pipes you don't see this kind of moss. So the combination of the shade, I guess this gets zero sun back here, very little, and then the additional moisture is really beating up this this area. Now this looks like it was opened up at one time. The gap between the tile and the siding is got about an inch, and it looks like it's been redone. The siding's been cut up, but it's still not enough. There's still debris growing in the 1-inch opening. You can see it's still just not enough, and then you have a lot of rot. I'm gonna put my finger right through that. What happens is this gets loaded up, and because it's shady back here, that doesn't help, but then the moisture just kind of wicks up the cedar and rots it from the bottom up. So you got a lot of issues back here. Dave, you're thinking the best thing to do is to open this gap up to where we're maybe 4 to 6 inches off the wall.
That's what we're doing, like a 4-inch gap between the step and the edge of the tile. And what it does is it tends to allow when it rains and like the leaves that fall in there, I mean, you can see dry leaves just sitting there now.
Yeah.
At least the dry stuff then kind of can blow through.
Flushes itself out.
And then when it rains, it washes the rest out.
Okay. Okay, so that's going to help the situation here. And then what are we going to do with the siding? The siding really needs to be addressed as well. If we cut it up any higher, we're going to be a good 4 to 6 above the tiles. That's something I guess we'll have to discuss with the homeowners and see what they want to do. Looks like you're missing a little bit of cedar right there.
And that where that's painted is the top of the step.
Right. Yeah, you can see where the paint is. The sharp contrast above that is where the step ends. So of course water could get in there in a wind-driven situation. Is there flashing behind that? What's behind that?
That, I believe, is still the original pan. Originally, it was just one piece of
So
metal.
it's still waterproof, even though that siding is rotted?
Depending how high, yeah. If it gets behind that step, it should follow the pan to the bottom.
Okay.
If that pan stops, if it gets through the wood above the pan, then it's directly in.
Gotcha. It's still a, even if it's got some integrity left, it's still not a good situation. All this really needs to be reworked. Multiple reasons. You got too much shade back here. You've got a conglomeration of penetrations, and you got the forest primeval loading these roofs up with debris. So this has to be built for extreme conditions back here. And yeah, well, what's that, Mike?
Hopefully it should be clean before we get working for safety.
Yeah, yeah. It's awful slippery back here with all this moss, as you can imagine. It's not exactly safe climbing around. So we'll get back to you on this. This is Marjorie Lewis's unit, and it's 1140, and this is the side that faces the upper driveway.